Call seated order. Stillwater Economic Development Authority meeting for September 11th. If I can find the agenda, I will pull it up in just a second. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Councilors, we have three items on the consent, trustees, we have three items on the consent docket. Is there question, comment, or action on the consent docket?
Motion to approve the consent docket.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve consent. Please vote. With a vote of 5-0, the consent docket is approved. Under general orders, item A, Visit Stillwater Annual Report. And the new Visit Stillwater Board President, Blair Atkinson, is here to present.
Thank you so much for having me. As Mayor Joyce said, I am the new chair of Visit Stillwater Board of Directors. I'm not sure how I earned that honor of distinction, but I am really glad to be affiliated with the organization and very pleased to be giving you all a report on our annual outcomes. So I heard Mayor Joyce say we rarely check things off the list. So I'll tell you some of the things we were able to check off the list last year at Visit Stillwater. So forgive me for reading some of this. I am the rookie in the room. So Christy and Nicole are here. When we get to the end, if you have questions, I'm going to call in the heavy. So I take a lot of pride in being a part of this organization as the Economic Development Organization. This year, we were really pleased to provide marketing services for over 250 local businesses and over 2,000 events a year. And really our focus is on increasing that sales tax revenue, and I'll give you a great report on the outcome of that for this year as well. So starting with marketing and communications, over 85,000 copies of our 2023 Guide to the Local Scene were distributed, and over 100,000 copies will be distributed by the end of this calendar year, so we're really pleased with that outcome. Website traffic was up this year. Our most impressive sites were the microsites for Crazy Days, Holidays, Calf Fry. Also, the site that we have for OSU Football Game Day is very popular, as you might expect. We are also very proud to feature a lot of Stillwater retailers in our monthly promo videos. I hope that you all have had the chance to see those as well. Also very popular are Stillwater OSU campus and Payne County maps, our monthly e-newsletter, and our Still in the Know postcards this year have been very popular as well. The other thing that we do is the 5 rat cards. So you all probably have seen those around OSU Athletics, the Park and Ride program, the Fly SWO, Holidays 2022 in the Savings Pass, and then the Stillwater Geo Tour. So those cards, as you know, are kind of around town, and the rat cards and have been popular for our visitors. Visitor information stands in the Stillwater Regional Airport is something that we're proud of. We just renewed the partnership with them and are again really proud to offer the free coffee bar for outbound passengers, making our airport continued destination for passengers. Over 2,000 events, as I said, 85 events went to the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department for their online calendar as well. Sales and service, we've got a great team that really is focused on meeting with event planners and local hospitality and tourism industry. And this year we provided over $40,000 in grants that equated to about $1.3 million in visitor spending. So we think that is pretty exciting. And then we also track the assistance provided for about 800 events that equated to about $1.8 million in service provided as well. So the thing that struck me as part of this, as you all think about the contract you have with Visit Stillwater, our contract was for $975,000 in services, and we tracked the business and partnerships just under $2 million. So that's a really great return on investment. The other thing I'll update you about is the Stillwater Savings Pass. We this year featured about 51 businesses and had about 1,000 individuals download the pass with 247 redemptions, and created Oklahoma's first geocache tour. which had people from 12 different states complete it for a total of $16,000 in estimated local spending just from that innovative endeavor that we went through this year. So the biggest thing that I'm now faced with filling the big shoes of my predecessor, as you all know, in July we helped with the visitor tax increase from 4% to 7%. And for half the year last year, that equated to about $500,000, which we think is a really great benefit for the Stillwater community and visitor development amenities like ball fields, for example. In the packet that you all had, I think that number is now over $1 million, closer to $1.2 million. So again, a great effort to really partner and make our city a destination. So with that, I'll conclude and ask if you all have questions or anything that you'd like me to direct to the people in the back of the room to answer.
No help up here. You're all alone.
In the hot seat, that's what this is. All right.
Trustees, any questions?
I will say one of the things that I love about the Visit Stillwater website and or letters that go out, emails that go out, is the calendar. And that's such a little part of, of all the accomplishments. That seems like a little thing, but for people who are new in Stillwater, when I'm asked about activities, I always refer them to that calendar. I think it's the most comprehensive calendar you can find that has OSU events, it has city events, it has cultural, educational, sports, whatever's going on, it's really out there. And so that's a ton of information to keep up to date, I know. So compliments to the Visit Stillwater gang for doing that, because I do think it's a great resource, and especially for people who are new in town that don't know exactly where to get plugged in.
Agreed.
So.
Thank you. Even for those locals, it is a great resource.
I go through it every time
Yeah.
I get the email. Okay, what's going on that I don't know about?
Yeah, that's exactly
So-
right. Thank you for
so
that
thank you.
feedback. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
I'll have to second that one, by the way, on the calendar. I can tell when my wife has gone to the calendar, because all of a sudden I end up with like 30 things this month to look at and to do.
That's great.
So it's
That's
amazing.
great.
She fills up my calendar all the time with that.
All about economic development. So
And I've
keep
been here
going to all
7
those
years,
things.
and so I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm a newbie or an oldie, but anyway, it's great.
That's awesome. Thank you.
I generally like to ask Blair, while you guys are here, and I know you're new to the job, so you may have to kick this one back, but where do you guys see the sort of biggest need as we go forward? We've talked a lot over the last couple of years about those additional amenities, things that additional places to bring people in town. I just want to give you the opportunity, if there's other stuff that you see that we need to be doing from a visitor development standpoint, what else out there might we be focused on?
I'll ask Christy. I'll say, just from my perspective, a little, because of my role outside of Visit Stillwater, I'm really excited about the ball fields. I'm really excited about what's happening at the YMCA and some of those partnerships. Those will offer a lot of opportunities for us to get more visitors to town. There's a few other partnerships that may be emerging with university that I think are also very positive. But Christy? Yeah, the conference center, that's been a big focus with Christy and her team, really trying to be very attuned to how that conference center is working and how we can help promote that and get more people here. Anything else?
Good. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. Item 6, any reports from the officers of the board? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn the CETA meeting. Please vote. With a vote of 5-0, the Stillwater Economic Development Authority is now adjourned.